I'm gonna put this Lego guy in a jar full of water and leave it for 30 days. So he's gonna be swimming for 30 days straight. And what happens to him and the water is crazy. First, I needed to choose a Lego guy to put underwater, and I have 3 scientists here that have offered themselves up in the name of science. So I chose Dr. Ethan Brooks. He's the newest member to this crew, so I figured this would be a good opportunity for him to give him some experience. I gave him some swimwear and an air tank so he doesn't drown, so he will survive the 30 days, we hope. Alright, sir, you are about to be submerged underwater for 30 days. How do you feel?
Hey everyone, I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited to work on this experiment.
It's gonna be alright. We got a nice oxygen tank for you. We got a helmet as well, so you're gonna be able to breathe under there and it'll be fine, but it's a big challenge for you, yeah?
Oh yeah, I've never done anything like this before, so I'm excited.
Alright, I'm glad you're excited though, so let's do this.
I'm about to go. I know this experiment is crazy, but I know this is what I'm meant to do. I trust my team. To my mom and dad, Chrissy and Jane, I love you. Let's do this.
Now, while he goes off and talks to his colleagues, I had to find a jar to put him in. I found this really big one, but like a wasp went inside of it, so I had to take him out. But after that was all done, we had our Lego minifigure and we had the jar ready. He put on his suit and it was completely ready to go. And to prevent the Lego guy from just floating at the top, I had to find a way to secure him at the bottom. So I found a pretty heavy metal washer and I just tied it to his legs. I did a few knots because I wasn't sure if maybe the water could corrode the string over time. I just wanted to be sure that he was gonna stay underwater for 30 days. Okay, this is the jar I found. He's gonna go in there. This looks kind of messed up to put him in upside down, but that's okay. Alright, that's good enough. And now it's time to fill up the water. We got the guy in the jar. It's time to fill it up with water. See you in 30 days, bro. I'm doing mostly tap water, but I'm also adding a little bit of lake water because I hope this will make a bunch of stuff grow and maybe turn the water green. It does not look great in there. I think that would be a much more interesting experiment than just plain tap water. He's kind of being blasted with the water, actually. All right, there we go. He's under there. He's actually pretty submerged under there. He looks happy. He has a happy expression, so you know, it's all right. We have ethics here at Timeworks. Now, Dr. Ethan is fully submerged underwater. I then poured a bunch of lake water into the jar as well so that we could get some weird microorganisms growing. I put a bunch of lake water in here because I know if this was just fresh water from my tap, nothing would grow in it, and I want to see something grow. So I got some just fresh lake water. It's not salt water or anything, just lake water, and I put it in this bottle. So let's start these 30 days. So now all that's left is just to set the bottle somewhere and wait. I decided for the first night he could spend the night in my room, right beside his other colleagues, just in case he's a little nervous, but he did pretty good this first day. Alright everyone, it is now day 2, and this is the status of the Lego guy. So 24 hours in, he's just covered in like bubbles. I don't know why exactly that happened to him, but if I try to rotate him around a bit, yeah, he's just covered in bubbles. Just all bubbles, and right now he's looking at his friends who they're waiting for him to come back out for the next mission, the next experiment. So yeah, I can't wait to see how he holds up after 30 days. He's having a good time, it looks like it though. He's so big right now, he's so big because the jar is refracting the light, so he looks massive compared to a normal Lego guy, even though he's further away. So I'll just put him there again and keep watching him. So I left him in my room for 7 days, and then I decided to move him to my laundry room because it's super hot in there, and I feel like that would start to make bacteria grow even faster. My laundry room heats up like crazy in the summer. It's hotter than a sauna in here. So I'm gonna put this in here now. It's been a couple days, but I think this will really start to make things grow inside because the temperature will be really insane. So I left him in there for another week, and green stuff started to grow in the jar. I think it's little bits of algae that's starting to form and grow. It's really weird. Okay, so it's been about 2 weeks since he's been here. I forgot about him for quite a while actually, and he's still wet. He actually looks a bit pale, like his colors look way more pale than they used to be, which is interesting. And you'll notice there's like a bunch of green stuff floating around in here. Like, what is all that? I don't know. It's kind of nasty. It's crazy how this stuff just started forming. I'm wondering where he's gonna get in like the next 2 weeks when this challenge is over. I don't know, man. Pretty weird. So for week 3, I decided to leave this jar out in the sun because the sun makes plants grow. So I figured the jar would get even more green and gross inside if it was just left out in the sun all day. All right, so this Lego guy's been out here for almost a whole month. He just has a few more days left and it's looking pretty green in here. I started to put this thing out in the sun because I know the sun makes things in water grow. It's looking a bit green in here, yeah. If I move it, the water starts to go a little gross. So it's definitely coming along and I'm really excited to see how green it'll get in the last few days here. That is so nasty. The other issue about putting it in the sun is his helmet might turn a bit yellow because when Lego's exposed to the sun, especially white parts, it starts to yellow, so we will see what the impact of that is. And finally, after one more week, it's now been 30 days since we put this Lego guy in a jar of water, and today is a day where we get to open it up and see what happened to both the guy and the water. Okay guys, so this guy's been in here for 30 days now, and it's time to take him out. The water's not looking so good. It's gonna be all right. So I'm gonna take the cap off. That smells so gross. Okay, I want you to smell it.
Oh man, nope. That is just, oh no. I don't know what's in there now. It's
yeah, yikes.
bad.
Oh man. So,
Got contaminated.
yeah, I'm gonna use chopsticks because I want to analyze the water after. But this guy has not been out of water. Oh man, my finger's touching it. This guy has not been out of water for a long time. Wow, this water is so hot. It's been in the sun all day. As I take him out, you can go to teamwater.org to help give millions of people worldwide access to clean drinking water. That's why we did this. I might have to just dump it a little. Oh, man. All right, let's just dump it. Oh, this smells so gross. Ugh. This guy did it in the name of science.
He's out, but now he's all slimy and gross.
He's a little slimy.
What was the weight for it? To keep him under the water so he wasn't just floating?
Yeah, I put this thing so that he stays in there. I could just take it off. There he is, out of water finally after 30 days. That is nasty. So we got him out of the jar finally, and he's honestly in better condition than I thought he would be. He's not too yellowed, he doesn't look brand new anymore, and he is a little slimy, so he definitely needs a wash with soap. When he was in the water, he was covered in like gunk and algae, but when we dumped out the water, all that stuff fell off. As for the water, there's so much gunk sitting on the bottom. I think it's very concentrated because we dumped out like half the water, and there's stuff forming on the fork, even though it's only been in there a couple of minutes. It's crazy. There was not this much stuff when I first poured in the water. In this thing, I poured mostly tap water and then a little bit of lake water, and the stuff in the lake just took over. I don't know what all that gunk is, but it definitely multiplied over the weeks. So we dumped out the water and it turned into a really gross sludge at the end. It smelled terrible. Okay, so I took the Lego guy out and dried him off, and he has now survived 30 days submerged in water. He smells really gross. So I'm gonna give him probably a bath with dish soap. He really needed this bath because he felt so slimy.
It feels good to be out of the water. I miss my family and coworkers, so it was nice to talk to everyone again.
Okay, sir, what do you have to say about your adventures in the water for a whole month? You spent a whole month underwater. What do you have to say?
There was a lot of extreme temperatures, but really the hardest part was the loneliness. But I would do it again in the name of science.
I see. So you would do it again. That's crazy.
Yeah, I love researching. It makes me go crazy.
Wow, this guy really likes science. If you want to see this guy again, click subscribe because he's going to be buried alive for 1 entire year.